How to get bail in India? The entire process is explained in details here. Once you watch this video, you will come to know all aspects related to the bail. There are two types of offenses. One is bailable, second one is non-bailable. It's given in Schedule 1 of the CRPC. And CRPC regulates the entire procedure of granting a bail or refusing a bail. So if any offense has been registered against anybody, then either the offense is bailable or non-bailable. If it is bailable, then section 437 of CRPC is used and he can seek the bail from the police. Only thing he is required to do is to get a surety of equal amount. That means if the police says that you produce a surety of 5,000, 10,000, whatever, you will have to produce a surety. Mind it, the money is not deposited, surety is given. So the financial soundness of the person giving the surety is verified. Can be by way of any immovable property, any vehicle or any FD or any valuable which you are able to show on records to the police. So police will admit that document and release you on the bail. There's a form 45 prescribed under CRPC. You will have to fill it up, entire details, then your signatures and thumb impression, and then police will release you on bail. This is 437. In non-bailable cases, police will arrest you, produce before the court, and you can apply for the bail. So the court will hear your bail and then order for your release. Then there are two categories of offenses here. One is trial by a magistrate of first class. In that event, the magistrate of first class will hear your bail application. If the offense made on you is triable by session court, then the bail application would be taken up before the session court. You will have to file that bail application before session court. If there are 2 or 3 sets of offenses, one is bailable, second one is a triable by magistrate of first class, and the third offense alleged on you is triable by the session. In that event, the higher court can order for rest of the 2 sections. That means the session court can pass a release order in that FIR which will be applicable for all the sections imposed on you. So the bail is not offense wise, bail is FIR wise. There can't be a partial bail. So 438 contemplates it. If the offense is to be triable by judicial magistrate of first class, then you get the bail from that court. You apply and get the bail from that court. If the offense is solely triable by session court, then you will have to file your bail application before the session court. If the session court denies that bail application, then the next step is to file bail application before the High Court. Section 438 applies up to the High Court also. If the bail is denied by the High Court, then your option is to go to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court Article 136 is applicable. So your bail application will be by way of a SLP, special leave petition, before the Supreme Court, which will be under Article 136 of the Constitution. During this period, if you are arrested, then you will remain in custody and you will remain in jail. Once any of the courts orders for your release, then only you will be released. The process of releasing is different. Once a bail order is passed, it will be sent to the concerned court of magistrate, who will consider all those things and then ask you to furnish the surety in terms of the order passed by the court. Once you furnish the surety, you will fill the form 45, again with surety, your thumb impression, your signature, photograph, and all documents of surety are attached. Your proof of identification is attached, the proof of identification of the surety is attached, your proof of address is attached, proof of address of the surety is attached, and the financial surety whatever he is giving will be attached. Photocopy of which, if you are giving a surety of a car or a motorcycle, then the RC is taken on record. So that's the procedural part. Once there is a bail order, the magistrate will the magistrate will do all the formalities and order for your release. Once the release order is passed by the magistrate, then it will be sent to the jail, and then by the evening of the said date you will be released from the jail. Now, third eventuality is anticipatory bail. You come to know that some non-bailable section has been imposed on you. In that event, you apply for anticipatory bail. Provision is section 439 of CRPC. Anticipatory bail can only be applied before a court of session. If the offense is bailable, there is no need of anticipatory bail because you will go to the police, seek your bail. If the offense is non-bailable and you apprehend that you would be arrested, then in that event you apply for anticipatory bail, and it is filed before the session court first. Session court can consider and release it, and notice of it is given to the police, the prosecution. They will come, and when the hearing takes place, the bail order or whatever order is passed, either the session court will admit you on bail or reject your bail application. Against that, you can again go to the High Court seeking anticipatory bail. You are not required to be arrested, and High Court can also pass anticipatory bail, and on the basis of that bail order, police will not arrest you. In the event High Court also rejects your anticipatory bail, then you can go to the Supreme Court. Again, the provision is 136 of the Constitution of India. It is by way of Article 136, you file SLP. So 439 is applicable for session and High Court. So these are the three eventualities when you get a bail, and getting bail depends upon the merits of the case, the allegations, your conduct. If you are a past convict or involved in so many other cases like that, then there are chances of getting bail is weak. And if it is a technical offense or some offense where your defense is visible, then in that event bail is ordered by the courts, and generally courts are very liberal in granting bail, except for the chronic criminals who are involved in so many such cases. There it is tough to get the bail, and it's simple also. After the bail order, it goes to the court of the magistrate concerned. He will take your surety, then the release order is prepared and it is sent to the jail. From there you are released. So this is the entire process in brief about getting bail in India. If you want any more information, you can write in the comment. Our team will go through it and then try to reply.